How's it going, guys? Bloody Vintage here. Just wanted to show you about some dyeing techniques for some of your Repro boots. Now you might get a Repro jump boot like I did, secondhand used, it's fine. Now, as you can see, that color really isn't that great. It actually looks better under the light, but it's really a red brown matte, not the nice shiny like you wanted the jump boots. So I took it upon myself to dye them a little bit nicer of a jump boot color. So you can tell from that to that, that looks a little bit more acceptable. You can see I've already started the heel here. So how do we do that? So first you have to get some color dye. Now I went to my local shoe shop, got this color dye. It's probably older stuff, made in Spain. Two old European guys run this shoe shop, and I figured they'd be the spot to go to find old stuff like this. Any shoe care place may carry it, or leather spot. Now I'm lucky that I have an art shop, a leather shop, and a shoe shop all in my town in Canada here. There it is right there. So you mix it up like you would a model paint, just stirring it lightly, getting it all mixed together to the right coloration. A lot of people struggle with the application. It says to clean it first with a special cleaning solution. I tried it on a bit with the cleaner and on a bit without the cleaner, and it didn't seem to matter. So I'm just using without the cleaner. So we are using, I just got an old rag. It's the easiest way to apply most stains. Anybody that has done this for other leather goods, most reenactors probably have, it's gonna be the same process. I'm just gonna take a little bit on this rag. I'm gonna grab my boot. I got shoe, what do you call them? Shoe stiffeners or shoe horns, whatever you wanna call it. I got the wooden insert that goes in the boot to hold its form fitters. Anyways, I'll think of the word later. So it just helps me work. It does with any boot, and I'm gonna simply apply it now. Now I started off a little bit thick, so I'm just gonna sort of spread it around a little bit. Make sure it's not on too thick, too aggressive. It'll all dry in. Again, this boot is kind of a little bit dried out, and I'm gonna put it down here so you can see a little bit better. So it's a little bit easier to apply. This is also probably more of a synthetic than a real, it is a real leather, but a lot of my other dyes didn't apply quite as well to it that I tried, because I have some other dyes from my other projects. Didn't seem to go as well. But this one seems to be doing better. Again, usually anything that's kind of from an old European shoe store, I got pretty good confidence in. I got this for $10. So no complaints. There's also sprays that some places will carry, and you can just spray it. I opted against that because I feel like this just sort of works better. And also I kind of like the hand application of it, just like you would a polish basically. And I've actually put quite a lot on here. The first one I was kind of dabbing a little bit more. I'm not too worried because it will soak in and spread out. Already you can see that kind of looks a little bit better. It's got a nice sheen to it. It's got a nice deep brown. Again, you don't have to freak out about the color of the jump boots. I know they're supposed to be like an ox blood or a different kind of brown. There's definitely a proper color you're supposed to do. This is the color that I think matches best. Kind of what I've seen in photos. No, I don't have original jump boots to compare to. Also, my options are limited when it comes to leather dyes. Based on where you live, and also you can order every color in the book until you find the right one. I didn't want to keep going through, so I found a nice dark brown. It was actually called maroon brown, but of course maroon I think in French is brown, so that was a little bit of a teaser. And then for the fine spots, it came with a little brush. You can use a brush. Sometimes it'll come with a brush actually as part of it. Sorry, my light turned off there. Brush with part of it. So just something you can do. Goof around, have fun, figure it out, and if it's the wrong color and you want to change it, you get another dye. I'm just going to guess this acts like any paint that you've ever used, and you usually want to go lighter first and then darker later. But it's already drying up nicely. and looking pretty decent compared to just a matte red. And if you could see this in person, it just looks bad. But I'm making this nice polished, worn look that's good for field use. Anyways, that's Bloody Vintage. Hope that helped a little bit, and wear gloves, just easier.